Hey, I'm Adam Jusko from ProudMoney.com. Bank of America has a new cash rewards secured credit card on the market, and we're going to review it here. But before we do, I'm going to ask you to please subscribe to this YouTube channel if you have not already. And if you have already, I thank you for doing so. So Bank of America has a new secured credit card, the Bank of America Cash Rewards Secured Credit Card. And I put new in air quotes because technically it's not new. It did exist before, but the only way you could get it is if you had applied for the regular Bank of America Cash Rewards card and they decided that they were going to reject you, but maybe they wanted to give you the chance to get this secured card instead. So it was sort of what I would call a hidden credit card. You could only get it if you were rejected for the other. Now they have put it out on the open market, and so if you are someone who is building or rebuilding credit and you were thinking about getting a secured card, this could be a very good choice. I would put it pretty high up there when compared to other secured credit cards on the market, almost at the very top, although I do have one small concern about it, which I will tell you about in a minute. All right, so let's break the card down. The good news is that the Bank of America Cash Rewards secured card is almost the same as the standard unsecured Bank of America Cash Rewards card in that it has no annual fee and it offers the same rewards structure, that being 3% cash back in a category of your choice, and you get to choose from a list that Bank of America provides. Things like gas, online shopping, travel, dining, drugstores, home improvement stores / home furnishings. I think that's all the 3% categories. You get to choose one of those. There's also 2% cash back on grocery store and warehouse club purchases, 1% cash back on everything else. Now there is a quarterly cap on those 2 and 3% categories, so you will get the 3% or 2% on those categories up to $2,500 in combined purchases in those categories per calendar quarter. Now for a secured card, for a lot of people, they probably aren't going to have a super high credit limit, so the $2,500 is probably not something that most people are going to hit for the secured card. For the unsecured card, that is probably where that would be more of a concern. But anyway, you've got no annual fee, you got the 3, 2, 1% cash back depending on what you're buying. The interest rate on this is a little bit higher than you would get from an unsecured card. It's 23.99%, but not necessarily out of line when compared to other secured credit cards on the market. So let's talk about that security deposit and also how secured credit cards work in general if you're not familiar with them. So the point of a secured credit card is to help you build or rebuild your credit score so that you can get yourself to a point where you can get an unsecured credit card where you don't have to put down collateral in order to have a credit card. So a secured credit card is a stepping stone to a regular credit card in the way that you normally would think of it. So if you get a secured credit card as security for the bank, you have to put some money in that they basically have as a backup, as collateral. So in this case, you can put down as little as $300, you can put down all the way up to $4,900, and however much money you put down, that is going to be the same as the credit line they give you. Now, you're not going to pay your monthly bills out of that security deposit you put, though. You are going to use the card like any other credit card. When you get your bill at the end of the month, you are going to pay from other funds. You're going to use it just like any other credit card. That money you put down is just a security deposit. It's just sitting there, and it will be refunded to you when you no longer want this card anymore, you no longer need this card, or you have been upgraded to the unsecured version of this card. So the point of the whole thing is to try to help you build your credit, and you have to put some money down in order to take that next step, but you will get that money back as long as you have paid off all of your bills. And so that's the goal, right? To get to an unsecured credit card, to get that security deposit back, and hopefully in this case keep that Bank of America Cash Rewards card, but no longer have a security deposit, just use it like a regular unsecured credit card. And this is where I'm a little unsure of Bank of America in terms of how highly I want to rate this card. And the reason for that is because on the plus side, they do say that they will periodically check your credit history and that you may qualify to have your deposit given back, and then you can continue to use the card. So that is a good thing. However, that's kind of vague. Periodically, how often does that mean? Does that mean once a month? Does that mean once every 3 months? Does that mean once every 6 months? And when are they going to start looking at, your history with this card and the rest of your credit report to decide if they may want to give you that money back? They don't say, so it's very vague. It just says, get this card and we'll look at it every so often and maybe we'll give you your money back if your credit looks good, everything looks good on your record. But you don't really know what that means exactly. And so by contrast, if you look at a card like the Discover It secured card, which is the one I generally suggest as my number one in the secured card category, you will see that in that case, they say at 8 months, they are going to start looking at your credit and they are going to look monthly at it to see if they can give you that deposit back and let you continue to use that card as an unsecured card. So that is a lot more concrete. Here's when we're going to start. Here's how often we are going to look at it, where Bank of America is a little more vague. And the track record for many people that have had the Discover It secured card is that, in that 8th or 9th month, many of them do get their security deposit back and they can, continue to use that card. So this card, a little more vague. So even though it's a very good card as far as secured cards go, that's the only part that, kind of rubs me a little bit the wrong way, makes me a little unsure about it. But otherwise, it's really good as far as a secured credit card goes that is going to help you build or rebuild your credit. If you're trying to take those steps, this one gives you some rewards along the way. Now, you're probably not going to have a huge credit line because most people aren't going to put down $4,900. They're more likely going to put down $1,000 or less to get a credit line. But still, you're going to get some rewards back, which many secured cards don't even offer you. There's no annual fee on the card. And you have a path to potentially graduating to that unsecured card, even if it is vague. So overall, I give this card a thumbs up. If you get this card and you have any experience with it, I would love to hear about it in the comments section below, or if you want to comment on anything else, I'd like to hear that too. Otherwise, I thank you for watching, and as always, please go to proudmoney.com, where we do credit card reviews, we talk personal finance, we talk deals, and all sorts of other fun stuff too. Thanks for watching. Bye.